Guys, it's your girl Ashley here. Welcome back to another video. So I just wanted to do this video to catch up with all my subscribers. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I try to post every week, but sometimes in between I like to take a bit of a break from the camera, and I know we're all at home, so yeah. If you like my channel, if you're new, welcome. So this video today is going to be a little bit of a talk. It seems like you guys like my talking videos a lot, but we are going to be talking about how Toronto can better serve the people after this pandemic. And the reason why I'm mentioning that today is because I really wanted to really just talk about it and kind of give my perspective on us as a city about what we were doing before the pandemic and how we hopefully that things will change the in terms of the city. So, yeah, I just came back from grocery shopping this morning. So, yeah, I'm all nice and comfortable in my house, in my apartment again. So I just wanted to come back and talk to you guys. So, let's get started. So, basically, the reason why I'm saying this is because I was listening to the news yesterday and they were talking about, or the mayor was talking about, Toronto was booming economically before this crisis. Yes and no. So I kind of agree with him, but I kind of don't. And here's my views on that. Toronto as a city, yes, we bring in a lot of money. We bring in a lot of money through everything that we run in the city, but a lot of it has become unaffordable. A lot of it has we've kind of come to the point where we were trying to initiate too much projects at one time to try to bring in the money that we needed to keep our city running. And we have wonderful things that keeps our city running, but we were really focusing on a lot of projects like building condos and building things that, yeah, we may need for the city, but yes, it's unaffordable to a large part of the population. And as a 27-year-old who's still at home with my parents, can't move out to buy a condo, can't move into a house because a house is like $1 million. So there's no affordability in that aspect to really try to monitor down what we need to do to keep our steps going and stuff like that. So I think it really is just trying to show us that, and I think that, yeah, we were investing in things for the city, but we were investing in things that are not, is a little bit unnecessary for us. We do need places. That's understandable. But we don't need places to be covered up with condos that are worth over $100,000 or $600,000. Because for me, as the average person in the GTA, that my income cannot pay for that. My income cannot afford that. So I think that, yes, the city was booming in that sense, but a lot of people, I think economically, we were kind of losing because a lot of people were not buying these places. A lot of people can't afford these places, and a lot of people don't have the money or the means to afford, any one of these condos and things that they're building. We need to get back to basics, and I'm hoping that this pandemic will kind of show the city of Toronto that we need to get back to the basis of where we were before things got expensive. So building more affordable places. So I was thinking, like I was telling people this, but I was thinking that, the places that don't recover from COVID-19, meaning like the businesses that are going to be vacant and permanently closed down, why not use those spaces to create more affordable places? Why don't you use those places to create entertainment for the kids? Because, yeah, they're bored now, but they were bored before because there was not a lot of stuff for them to do, not a lot of entertainment here. And that's what we're missing. That's what Toronto's missing. We're missing the whole point of, building, serving the people. And that's what I'm saying, that we what have we done before to serve the people? There are people out there who are needing things, like needing a place to live. Where are we putting the homeless right now during this pandemic? Yeah, they're going to a hotel, but what happens after that? Then they're back out on the street again. That's not changing their situation. So we have to look at those factors as well. And I think somebody needs to like kind of say something to our leaders, because first and foremost, this city is not going to continue to keep booming if we don't put these necessary things in place. You're going to have people leaving. And that's a total different thing. A lot of people have left Toronto already, but more people will leave this city if we don't construct things back to where they were. Because, yeah, house prices are dropping by 75%, but I still can't afford a house. Get what I'm saying? Like, and what's that going to be like in the years to come? Is houses going to get more higher? Or are condos going to be the landscape of our city and then forcing everybody out? Like that, what like what is going on with that? So we have to come together as a city, hopefully after this pandemic, and we need to look at our finances. I think that the city of Toronto, our finances are all over the place. We have projects here, projects there. Oh, we're focused too much on transit. And yeah, transit is important, but think about what are other projects that we can do to bring our city back by lowering costs and reducing the amount of issues that we have in terms of spending our money, because we have become a very expensive city, and generally, and a lot of the things are more geared towards the people who can afford here, geared towards the rich. Like the rich can buy a place for 200, 300, $400,000, but me as an average person who has a very certain amount of income can't do that, can't buy a house. So I'm still at home, and there's nothing wrong with being at home. I think it's okay to be at home if you are living under your parents' roof. This should be a good, if you're working or whatever, it's good to start saving, obviously, but it's going to take years to save to buy a house here, like, so that's not going to happen overnight. So yeah, I think we have to, as a city, we have to come back to the basics of affordability. And maybe that's what's happening right now with this pandemic. We need to reassess our spending. The city needs to reassess their spending. They need to reassess their finances. I'm not a finance person, so I can't really tell you the basics of everything, but just looking at a person's life living in Toronto. What's life like in Toronto? It's definitely got expensive over the years. Compared to when my parents came to Canada, they were able to you could more afford a home, you could more afford things. But over the years, and as me growing up, seeing how expensive everything is, it just kind of puts like a certain uncertainty in your future to some point to think, okay, will I ever be able to buy a home? Will I ever be able to move out? Will I ever be able to do this? Because it's kind of like it's out of reach. The prices are out of reach. $1 million for one house here, that's out of reach for somebody in my generation, even my son's generation. What are they going to do? How are they going to afford to live in this city if prices keep going up? So we need to rebound as a country. And yeah, right now we need to focus on the crisis and not so much on the economy. But when the economy does rebound, which I believe is going to take a while for that, we need to look at the finances of the city itself, and see where we should be putting our money. Where should be investing in housing for people who can't afford it. The wait list on housing is totally ridiculous. It shouldn't be a 20-year wait. It 20-year waiting period. Like that's ridiculous. Like the places need to be built so that people can really get a place sooner than waiting 20 years, right? That's not a really good logistics goal. And I'm understanding that, yeah, it's going to take time to build places, and yes, it might take like a couple of years, but nobody should have to be waiting 25 years for a place. Like from all the way back then when things were good till now, like I just think that's crazy. And so I'm saying that we should really invest, and the city should invest and put that balance in the city. Like, okay, whoever can afford a condo, but whoever can afford an apartment that's less than $1,000 a month, if your income, it should be geared towards your income. Like, whatever income you're making, you should pay for your apartment based on that. It shouldn't be $2,000 for rent. It shouldn't be $3,000 for rent. You know what I mean? If I'm making less than $40,000 a year, or under 30,000 or under 10,000. That's just not affordable. That's not affordable, including all the bills and things that you have to do. So Toronto needs to come back to basics. They need to come back to where they were. I don't know if things will be like that, but there has to be some changes in the city after this pandemic is over, to look at our finances and see what we can really start investing in more for the city, instead of building more exclusive condos and making everything Toronto so fancy. We don't need Toronto to be fancy. We need Toronto to just be a city where we can live and enjoy, and that people won't have to continue to keep leaving here. If people see that it's getting more unaffordable, they're going to keep leaving the city. And then all the leaders are going to wonder what's going on. So we have to bring it back to basis of, okay, what are we doing? What are we taking our money to do? So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that today and just kind of give you guys my viewpoints on that. But yes, I mean, what the mayor said yesterday, I mean, the city was booming before the pandemic. Ugh, yeah, maybe booming in some sectors, but there wasn't a lot of investments in what the people need. And I think that Toronto needs to better serve the people, to see the results, to see action. They don't want to hear words. They want to see action. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope that you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I just wanted to give a shout out to the 18 subscribers. I don't know if you're all watching, but thank you so much so far. I know I'm still a beginner at this, and yes, but thank you guys so much for tuning in to my videos every week. And I really want to make sure to bring some content that you guys like. And yeah, I'll keep doing these videos every week. So yeah, guys, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you, guys. Have a good day and stay safe. All right, bye, guys.